Hello, my name is Ruby, and you are?
I'm Scott Payne. I'm the superintendent of schools here at Pine Valley.
And what is your favorite animal?
I don't know that I have a favorite animal. Right now I don't have too many animals because everybody in my house is allergic to them. So I have a bunch of kids. How does that sound?
Works. What is your favorite movie?
The Princess Bride. There's a little bit of everything in The Princess Bride. And it has action, it has adventure, it has a love story, it has drama, and I just think it's one of the best movies there ever was made.
What's your favorite music?
I listen to all kinds of music. There are many genres. I happen to be a singer in the Buffalo Choral Arts Society, which is a chorus that operates in Western New York, and we sing various genres of music within that group. So I'm a person that was trained musically and have been highly involved with music my entire life, and so I will switch into many different kinds of music depending on my mood.
How long have you worked here?
About 2 months.
What is your job like?
It's different every day, and it has to do with the overall scope of the entire buildings and process. So it's a lot, and it's different, and it's thoroughly enjoyable because of that.
How is your job important to others?
I believe that I am one of the key facilitators in the district that helps set a direction and provide the resources to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help our kids be the best that they can be.
One thing you love about your job?
I get to work with lots and lots of different people, adults, kids, community members, and support the entire organization.
If you could change one thing about the school, what would it be?
I don't know if there were things I would want to change more than I would want to continue to build and increase our capacity to work together. We want to focus on what's important, which is you, the kids, and how we can work together to increase our ability to provide a positive education. So it's about what we teach and how we teach it, and it's about ensuring the success of our kids so that when they leave us, they have the opportunity to have a great career, an opportunity for some sort of higher education beyond high school, and or be able to work and move ahead in life.
Have you always wanted this job?
I think it's been a long process and something I've tried to aspire to over many years. It's not you wake up one day and say, I want to be the superintendent of schools. You work in a lot of different areas with a lot of different people. I've had the opportunity to work in many different districts, not just in one place. And that has been richly rewarding because I bring a pool of experience that's wide and deep rather than one experience from one place. And I think that leveraging those experiences helps me hopefully be more effective as we move forward together.
And your best story is?
My best story? I don't know if I have a best story. I'm not even sure I could tell you a best story. Usually stories come and go depending on the circumstance. And I can't think of one off the top of my head that would be a great story to tell you. So I apologize. That's sort of a put-on-the-spot question that I'm not sure I can answer.
Well, thank you for meeting with us today.
Wait, I can tell you the best story. I just thought of one. I, at one point, was a executive board member on the board of the Boy Scouts of the whole Greater Niagara Frontier Council, and I was leading a group called Scouting for Youth with Disabilities. And the chairperson, or what have you, the scout executive is what his title was. He was in charge of the entire region. Now, the Greater Niagara Frontier Council runs from Lake Ontario to the Erie state line, to the Pennsylvania state line. So it's this whole broad Western New York region. And he said, I want you to come to this banquet and talk a little bit about what you're doing with this initiative on scouting for youth with disabilities. And what had happened was at this particular event, we were going to honor the Scout of the Year. which was Jim Kelly, you remember the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. His son, when he was alive, was getting the Scout of the Year award. And so this banquet was at a country club, and I went to represent this committee that I was leading, and we were working with lots of different troops in the area about how we can work with kids with invisible disabilities and doing all these new things. So I show up, and there's a lot of people there because Jim Kelly's there and his son is being honored. And I'm sitting at the table with the Scout exec who would put this whole thing together, and I look at the brochure, the program for the day, and as I'm looking through it, it says Scott Payne, keynote speaker. I had no idea I was the keynote speaker. He did not prepare me at all. I had no clue that I was supposed to get up in front of all these people. Oh, let me tell you, the press was there. There were TV cameras, and I was thoroughly embarrassed. And so they get this point. I'm like, you didn't tell me that I was supposed to be doing this speech. And he said, oh, you'll do fine. It was really sort of interesting. So at the anointed time, I had to get up and talk about this thing that I was doing, which was really being thrown into the fire. So there's a good story for you.
Well, thank you for
All right.
your time.
You're welcome, anytime.